Today's Jimmy's birthday. 12 years old today.
Yes, I was 12 years old that day. Hi, I'm Jimmy, once again doing commentary on some old birthdays and just some regular fun stuff. I did this last year. People seem to dig it. Right away, starting off in the wonderful 70s-esque kitchen, but this was in fact the early 90s. Bart Simpson everywhere. Bart Simpson on the plastic plates there, on the cups. The cake, of course, as Mom just proudly showed off to you, has Bart on the top as the topper. That is me in the pink hat, wearing a Bart shirt. I have no idea what football team Bart is representing there, because I don't know anything about football, but we had a million of those. My dad might even be wearing his. Like, everyone in the family had... oh dear, they're saying happy birthday. So that's my friend Mark there with the flop in the middle. Terminator 2 had just come out. So Mark was really big into the Eddie Furlong look, which is a good look. I was always a fan of that. I was never cool enough to pull that off. See, I knew my dad was wearing one of those sweatshirts. The other guy there, of course, is David Estes, an old friend of ours. Yeah, I knew these guys way back. This was probably like 4th or 5th grade or something like that. 5th grade, I think, I connect more with The Simpsons. So I'm guessing that's where this was. Oh, look, I wish I still had these Simpson figures. These were amazing figures. I wish I still had them in package, because they had these little thought bubbles you could plug in the top of their head and, have the little sayings that they say on them and whatnot. You could even turn them around and, like, write, like, dirty shit on them and whatnot. And I'm sure I did that. Look at this. Look at, there's, like, a rotational... look at that yellow, like, lazy utensil Susan back there behind my head, wearing that pink hat. I was big in pink hats at that time. I had like a bunch of pink hats. I think that's a Bart Simpson pink hat, because again, everything was Simpsons at that time. And that wonderful wallpaper, which I wish was still there. I love that wallpaper. Back in the day, Mom worked at PNC, so she'd always print out like that printer thing up there that says "Happy Birthday, Jimmy." Like, when we were this age, like, that kind of stuff was amazing, because computers was still like this weird, like, voodoo kind of thing, and the fact that you could print out these just type whatever you wanted and print it out was still an amazing kind of thing. So Mom would always do that, and we'd go to PNC with her, and like we'd print out, our goofy crap on those paper. This is the paper, the computer paper. We have to peel off the sides. Look, Mom peeled them off very wonderfully there, I see. Everything looks real clean. I got some money. As a 12-year-old, I don't know what I would spend money on, but it's good to have money, even as a 12-year-old. I guess I got some cards there. This was not I wouldn't say a red letter birthday, but my birthday is January 5th, so it's right after Christmas. So birthdays were never really that, like, I never got like the thing. Like Christmas, there's a Simpsons sippy cup thing. I'd always get like the big thing for Christmas, and then my birthday's right after. So I never really had like a huge birthday. It always was just like accessory kind of shit. Like, there's some kind of turtle thing. I think it's like a paint by numbers turtle thing. I'm sure earlier my dad was like, he's 12, but he don't act like it. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess when my dad was 12, like, kids were like drinking scotch and shit. I don't know. There's some Bart Simpson boxers. I remember those very, very well.
You put them on your head.
There's some kind of box. Dad would like to put my presents in like shoe boxes and like Brillo pad boxes, because he thought that was funny. Because, dad jokes. My dad was like, he created dad jokes, like, before there was even the internet. Okay, here's more Simpson shirts. I don't think there's anything other than that turtle thing. There's nothing here that I've gotten that, okay, that Eat My Shorts shirt I remember, because I wore that at Panama City, and we were out like chumming on like this schooner, and like I got like a stain of like some kind of fish guts or something on it, and it never came out. And I was pissed about that on that Eat My Shorts shirt. So that was just a box of Simpson stuff. So far, just Simpson stuff. What is this going to be?
You got Simpsons everything.
Someone just said, you got Simpsons everything. Everyone sounded like that back then. And again, that's a Simpsons bag. That's a really cute little Simpsons duffel bag. I wish I had that.
Don't get it in the cake.
Don't get in the cake, Jimmy. Come on.
Ooh. I thought that was so.
It's just like one after another. I'm trying to like picture if like I saw these things and wanted them, or they're like, oh my God, there's that Bart Simpson phone.
Get it in the cake.
Oh my God, I love that Bart Simpson phone. I kind of want to own it again.
The presents, get them off the table.
So it's a little Bart Simpson, and you pick him up, and his little back opens like a flip phone, and you can talk into him. But the weird thing about that phone is that he has to sit down. If you pick him up, then it's off the hook. So Bart would fall off the hook all the time.
1, 2, 3.
Okay,
y'all.
this is a story. So I thought I was going to get a big present,
3.
and instead I got silly string in the face. I am so upset. Because I thought I was going to get a big... Because, again, birthdays were not a huge thing. Because Christmas was a huge thing. I probably got, like, a Super that year or something. And I was like, maybe I wanted, like, an accessory or a game. I think I wanted, like, a Bart Simpson game that just came out. Maybe versus the Space Mutants.
Me and my big mouth. I told you to get silly string.
Oh, look at me. I'm like, me and my big mouth. I told you to get silly string. I just love that voice. I wish... Well, actually, I don't want to sound like that anymore. But, there's another construction thing behind my dad there.
Ooh, this is neat.
Like, so I'm real mad. Like, I think afterwards I went back in my room and, like, I was in a funk because I wanted something else. Oh, David has a Bart Simpson shirt, too. Like, I thought I was going to get something else, and instead I got silly string. Oh, I just got Mark really good. Still going.
I didn't know if he would make a mess.
This is the days of tight rolling, and everything was huge. I'm mad. See, I'm taking on my anger on my goddamn friends. Because I'm mad at my parents for just like... And my parents always did this stuff to me. Just like...
It's Jimmy's birthday party. Here's his birthday cake.
All right, so here's another birthday.
It's little Mario.
This was Mario year.
Who's that from?
Oh my God, there's a Beetlejuice figure. That's the pincushion Beetlejuice figure. That has like the... my dad's wearing a Spuds MacKenzie shirt. Oh, Jesus Christ. These are really good sweatshirts. I have a Joker sweatshirt. Dad's got Spuds MacKenzie. My Nana's there. I love my Nana. She introduced me to coffee, and we'd watch the Golden Girls. So a huge presence in my life. This is down in Portland, where my Nana lived. Once again, Mark and David, who are my... aren't those sound like... are those DJs, Mark and David? But my friends were Mark and David. They're still there. I think this is the year prior. So I should have put this video before the other one, but whatever. Yeah, because there I'm getting like kitty pajamas. They're amazing kitty pajamas, but they are kitty pajamas. They're Mario and like Link. Which I was never a Link guy, but they looked really cool. Are those like glasses of eggnog? What the hell are those? I think they're candles. But from here they look like glasses of eggnog. So far I got some really cool pajamas for 5-year-olds and a Beetlejuice pincushion figure. Dad's just back there taking it all in, just thinking, where did I go wrong? You know, my goddamn son is still getting these toys, and he's 11 years old. When I was 11 years old, I'd push the tractors through downtown. You know, it's like, I understand. Now I look back, I understand the disappointment. There is an awesome Mario backpack. I love that backpack. One of my probably favorite backpacks I had as a kid.
Don't be cruel.
Too hard, that's true. So look, I've got a hat on sideways.
Who's it from, baby?
That was a look I was cultivating, I guess.
Mom and Dad.
This is from Mom and Dad.
Oh, a siren from a bike.
It's a siren from my bike.
Yeah, but there might be less pressure. You know.
I was real big into bikes back then. I still kind of am. I mean, I have a bike, so I guess that means I'm big into it. So I remember that siren that made noises and stuff. Eventually, I got one of those for my car. And you put it under the hood and stuff. It was really cool. Like, it made noises and all kinds of crazy stuff. It was great. It was great. There's a Kool-Aid soft drink hat. That's from this is a box from my Aunt Sherry. More goofy hats. So the last thing I needed then was more goddamn goofy hats. That one's got a huge bill.
Oh, good. 2 of them.
2 backpacks. Good for you, Jimmy. Because, you know, I needed a backpack.
He can wear that at Walt Disney World.
Oh, Walt Disney World. So this is before we go to Walt Disney. Don't rub it in, Mom. Rub it into everybody that I'm going to Walt Disney World. Mark's trying the hat on. We're all trying hats on like a couple of jackasses. Nana's trying to facilitate there. looking for the leftover remnants of Christmas. Since my birthday's right after Christmas, there's usually the two are always intertwined. Nana always decorated really well down there.
Y'all something when I seen you, but now I forgot what it was.
Micro machine. She's about to get ready to
Micro machines.
What's she doing now?
So someone bought this for me who was not aware of who I was.
He missed the cake.
I've said this before. That's a boy gift. People, I think Rocco's gotten on me about that. Like, what do you mean? What is that? A boy? What do you mean? A boy gift? What is that? But there's my Angie, my cousin, her mom behind her. Look at this wonderful. I love this wonderful old room. It's just have a lot of warm memories. Money just fell out of that one.
$7.
$7. Oh my God.
Did you thank anybody?
Thank you.
What was I talking about a minute ago? I feel like I was going somewhere with something. I'm like, Dad, look at this card.
Look at your son.
Look at your son. It's so hard to, Karen. It's hard for me to look at my son.
Yeah, but it's solid white too. We think it's.
I'll trade you, Mom.
We think it's
It doesn't look like an albino.
We're hoping this one here.
What am I talking about an albino for? Look at David there in the middle, all twisting
They're
around.
only 2 weeks old.
Well, you didn't hoping they're female and
I
male.
hope if it's a male because
$20.
different
You can
mothers.
tell if
So I got $27.
Well, I can't even see. They're not even. They're in their nest. They didn't even come out of their nest yet.
Dad, stop talking about nests and stuff. It's my birthday.
This is the one that
You talking about chickens? I don't know. So my cousin was over there. I felt like I was making a point there a minute ago about something. I was going somewhere.
I got one that's almost solid.
This is in my Nana's kitchen. We're all wearing our goofy hats. I'm wearing the big long billed hat backwards. I like that shirt Mark's got on with just that stripe on it.
Candles now. Come on, blow 'em out.
I hear my Uncle Eddie's about to give me shit. Listen.
Blow them one at a
Blow 'em
time.
before we call the
Because he says I spit on a piece of cake. I love my Uncle. My Uncle Eddie's awesome. Look at this.
Am I like, keep blowing.
Get closer
The
to it.
stuff will go down on the cake if you don't.
Tell you, Jim.
Don't say go down in the cake, Nana.
I don't want that one piece over in the corner he spit. I don't want that.
Yeah, that's my uncle giving me because he said I spit on a piece of the cake. I think we do a pan and I have a weird look on my face. Not here. Pan up to Dad. Pan back to me. What am I doing there? I look like I'm possessed or something.
That hat looks cute on you, Jimmy.
Thanks, Mom. What would not look cute on me, Mom? My mom thinks everything looks cute on me. My mom's still very much the same. Here we are back at the same kitchen, but many years later. There's David, a little more taller. He got real tall. Taller than me.
94.
There's my buddy Chris. There's John. John Casey lived up the street, eventually tried to break into the house. But you know, these things happen. There's RJ, my little brother RJ.
Is Brandon coming?
His mom worked with my mom, and we babysit. So RJ was a little friend of mine. We had a lot of fun with RJ. I often wonder, RJ, if you ever see this, get a hold of me. I want to see. I'm going to catch up with you. It's been a long time. I don't even know if you ever remember me. Like this kid. And there's Brandon. Brandon Eason. Around a flag, Jesus Christ, whatever you want to call him. Everyone's just helping themselves to pizza. So we have went from Bart Simpson to Mario to a Tweety Bird cake. I think this was some kind of, and this is like a Dairy Queen special. It's one of those. I think because Brandon would call, or my mom would call Brandon Tweety Bird or something, so that's why I have a Tweety cake. I think that's what it was. Here we are gathering. It's Chris again. Okay, so you probably have questions about this look I'm sporting here. So I'm probably turning 14, maybe 15. Oh, I think 14. I'm rocking the Taz backwards stuff.
Okay, so I was thinking
I wouldn't do that now, but I look back at a lot. Well, everyone was doing that though, so I shouldn't feel too bad. Everyone was wearing like, the Bugs Bunny and Taz's crisscross kind of thing. Like that was a thing. The Space Jam shirt or hat there. I dig that hat.
Jimmy?
Birthday to Jimmy.
I want his face.
I think a dick joke is coming.
I'll just take half.
Don't cut his eyes up.
Something about dissecting Tweety Bird, I
Jimmy,
think.
you want just any old piece?
I don't want none.
You don't want none now?
I'll just take any piece, I guess.
Jimmy gets a Jimmy piece.
I was being
I'll take any.
I was being weird here. Like I'm being very 14. Like, I don't want any of it. I don't want nothing.
Brandon's part.
I want his beak.
That's my part.
David wants to speak.
I want to
Shut up. Oh
my God.
Here.
You know where you're cutting it?
Okay, so Mama's cutting through Tweety Bird's crotchal area, and Brandon of course, Brandon would make a cock joke about Tweety Bird.
And here, my sister wanted to come.
As you can see, people know over the years that my mom has all these like sparrows and butterflies on the wall. It's kind of became a thing that I always put in stuff. Like there's a lot of everything's very sparrowed out there. There's like a huge like fan that my mom spray painted in the backyard. It's right there behind the oven. She was really big into that at this time.
You don't?
There we go. There's me and my little brother RJ.
Well,
We make quite a pair. I missed this kid.
taking a diet. Okay.
He was taking a diet.
Okay, yay!
All right, do I get things? This is probably by the time where people just gave me money. They weren't worried about. My parents weren't giving me like big gifts anymore.
This ain't yours. Nobody else is. It's $20 mine.
Well, baby, would I take your money?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mom would.
$20.
Am I tight rolling? I have a watch on.
Chris.
I have a very laid-back demeanor.
Yeah, I want all you boys. I want to ask all
RJ's trying to upstage me.
Whoa!
Everything is in the state of being downplayed. I'm downplaying everything that's happening.
The Clarks.
Well.
It's a Kodak moment, and they gave me $20.
That's a Kodak moment.
Goodness.
$1 from you, and you gave me $20.
Oh, wait, I got $7.
Isn't it weird? You think back in the days where you didn't have a wallet, you just like
Take a picture. Now,
folded
don't
up money and
ask
threw it in your pocket. Isn't that weird?
Where's the rest of the boys at?
I didn't have a wallet. I don't remember what age.
Tony, come
I like to
on
think
out
the
here.
first age I had a wallet. I remember. Tony never came in here. Like, where's Tony? My one of my best friend Tony, Chris's brother, there is in the back room playing Nintendo,
Hey, all of y'all out
but he
there,
never came out. And it's
or we'll
like,
shut the door. We won't have no more video games.
uh-oh, my dad's threatening everyone. He's threatening to take away the video games.
Wow! Hey, look, it's a big stereo.
Fake enthusiasm there, Jimmy.
What you needed?
Yeah.
You said it's gonna
So
be
I got a
dumb
big stereo.
present.
So I did get something this year. I got a nice stereo there. I think it had a CD player. It might have been the first CD player I ever had. I know that dates me. Makes me seem ancient, but yeah.
And a recorder.
That was a new thing. Oh, it has a recorder. Oh, it has a recorder! Oh my goodness!
And again, watch out for those back roads and icy spots.
Well, here we are.
All right.
Main Air Force Base. It's
Here we
the
are,
series
the
of
infamous.
Bosnia for the Kentucky Air
Let me set it up for you. January 5th.
All right, thanks a lot, Chris.
I woke up to get ready for the bus.
Stay warm, please. It's the birthday of
Go to
actor
school.
Robert Duvall, who's played in a lot of movies.
And I was like, hey, it's Robert Duvall's birthday. But it's also mine. And I expected them to talk about that on the news, but not talk about this. 28 degrees, 6:28 a.m., January 5th,
And now our birthday list rolls
1993 or 4?
Happy
Yes.
Our first birthday today is Jimmy Humphrey. Jimmy is 15 years old today. Happy birthday from Mom, Dad, your two grandmothers, and Wichita the cat.
That was my freshman year picture, so that I was a freshman at that time, or this time. And yeah, I woke up to this, and I just rolled my eyes so hard, because when you're 14, like, you're like, oh my God, my parents, and people on the bus saw it. And now I just love it. I love that my parents were always embarrassing me and having a lot of fun, or just scaring the shit out of me as a child, like bursting into the bathroom when I'm 5 years old. My dad's dressed like Twinkie the Kid. My mom has like a Snoopy outfit on. This is the thing my parents did. At this point, this is when I was 18. I'm just embarrassing myself all the time. So this is Christmas. I didn't include this on the last Christmas video because I didn't find it.
Oh, okay.
So here I got some CDs.
Razors.
Okay.
Razors, which I don't think I was quite shaving yet. Again, I'm a senior, so I've jumped from freshman to senior. The Manson shirt really dates where I am. This was a Mask Christmas.
All right. Open the big one. No, save that until last.
And I think this was the first Christmas when my parents were separated. So this Christmas was a little weird, as I recall. I think you grow up and these things sort of you lose track of these things. But I think that's why Dad's not there. Game Boy games? What are those? Oh, Sega Genesis. Comic Zone, which is one of the most awesome Sega games ever. Love that game. And another one. I don't know what the other one was. Sonic Spinball? I don't know.
These are my ties. I forgot about these.
Oh, yeah. Mom got me some ties. I would like to report that I just recently mastered tying my own tie. So here we are, like,
You like all those?
22 years. I can't do math. 22 years later, and I finally know how to tie my own tie. Like, I think they're Looney Tunes ties. I wish I still had those. Now that I know how to tie ties, like, I can have a whole collection of ties. I'll be like a regular Bo Kalen up in here with all these ties. A lot of fun ties now that I can actually tie them. And now that I'm more of a suit guy. They're more novelty suits, but hey, you know, it counts. It counts. Wondering what this is. It's always in a bag in another box. Oh, Jimmy, tell us what those are. We need to know. We're watching this 100 years later. I think they were movies or something. Now, these are my masks, because there's an infamous picture of me holding the Pinhead mask.
Okay, keep on going.
There's Wichita, our cat hanging out there. Yeah, I'm turning 18 here, or I think this is Christmas, so I'm about to turn 18. I'm 17. So a lot of the things about me that kind of stayed with me as an adult are starting to kind of come into play, like Freddy. I mean, I always loved Freddy, but these are things that, you know. Well, I say this, but yet the last couple of birthdays were Mario, Bart, and those things are still with me too. So I don't guess I've ever really lost any of those things. I've held on to them, which is important. It's important to hold on to those things as long as you can, kids. If there's any kids out there listening to this still, a half hour of my old videos, you probably won't last that long, because it's, you know, like a relic to you. But it's important to to hold on to those things. This was I dug this Michael Myers mask. We got a lot of play out of these masks years later doing I Poop. Like, we would use these all the time.
Okay.
I think that's a fairly okay, pretty solid Michael Myers. It was mine, so I kind of partial to it. A lot of them, the Don Post masks that were made at that time. Now I know exactly what this is. I'm just realizing, and anybody who was around me when I was doing the band stuff, this is for you, Josh French. This is for you, Gary Asher. This is the birth and the retrieval of Mr. Evil Swan. This is when I got Mr. Evil Swan for Christmas.
They had one for 15 that
I'm not sure why. I think Alan Clark named him Mr. Evil Swan because when I had the band thing, Charlie's 44, I'd put that on stage. So I think someone just named him Mr. Evil Swan. I have no idea why that was his name, but at this point he didn't have a name yet. He was just random gargoyle that sits in Jimmy's bedroom. And no, I don't have Mr. Evil Swan anymore. Like, he went in, I put him in storage, and those things just don't last. You know, the whatever it's made of starts flaking, and it just became a mess. So we're really jumping here. I just thought, what the hell? Put some Easter stuff in here. Look, more Simpsons stuff. Oh, we wind. Okay, now we're back. All right, now we're back. There I got Bart versus Space Mutants. I guess that was a different time of year I got that.
Got a thing. I got a shirt.
So I'm showing off more Simpson stuff. This is amazing. Bart Simpson strangling Saddam Hussein. These shirts, if you were at the time, Bart Simpson bootleg T-shirts were everywhere. You could buy them at the Pick Pack. You could buy them at the gas station. There's a guy on the corner in a white truck selling them. Everyone had these shirts, and some of them had more distasteful things, like Bart Simpson strangling Saddam Hussein. So that was the thing. There was like one, it was like Bart as Michael Jordan. It was like Black Bart, which is a little... You'd think they'd do, like, say Black Bart and do like a Blazing Saddles reference or something like that, but they didn't. Another Easter, more Simpsons stuff. This is the year prior. I look younger.
What is it?
I'm amazed by... Look at me. I'm just like, wow, a Bartman poster. A Bartman framed. I'm just going to run off with that. Why did you even pick it up for, Jimmy? Dad's like, give that to me. You can't do anything right, son. And never will, even as 40. That's a really neat turtle shirt. This is where I got that Bart Simpson hat that I wore for years. The Bart Simpson Who the Hell Are You hat. Love that hat. It was so cool that he said hell on it, you know, because then it was like, wow, cartoons cursing. You know, that was a new thing. I see I got some random Easter stuff there. There is that really cool Turtles watch. And you could put the little weapons in Michelangelo's hand. I'm a Michelangelo guy. You know, growing older, I've matured a little bit. I see some wonderful things about Donatello and Raphael. I'm still not much of a Leonardo guy. Never have been. Rainbow eggs. I think they still make those. These are things you can hopefully still get. Rainbow eggs. Put the hat on, Jimmy. It's like the moment I put that hat on, it was like, this hat fits. I can't find hats that fit me anymore. My head's just too big. And I mean physically, not in my brain. That's weird. I used to look like that. I used to be a little boy. This innocent little boy. What happened? What happened to that innocent little boy? I'm tearing into things. I'm wondering if Dad's going to yell at me for just like, now don't lose anything or don't break anything. Just a boy looking over his Easter haul. Watch it, dude. I'm Bartman, Avenger of Evil. It's amazing how that went over, that Bartman thing. Dad's just like, where did I go wrong? Film your son, Karen. And let's end this with some Easter egg hunting. Why not? Look how festive everything looks outside. There's so many colors, and I still kind of walk like that. People always say I walk like my dad. There's a lawn jockey. Oh God. There's turtles back. Or no, frogs back there. We always had those frogs in the backyard. There's a rat. There's a little. If you look top of that pole there's like this little rabbit that we had up there for years. There's the old shed. That old shed's not there anymore. There's a dog. That dog's not there anymore. There's a basketball. I have no idea why that's there because I don't play basketball. There's my swing set. That's not there anymore. None of this is there anymore. There's another dog. He's not there anymore. I'm still there though. I mean, I'm here, but still somewhere. Jimmy, you dropped an egg, you dumbass. It's all right. I don't know if Mom would put candies or coins or what she put in these eggs, but, you know, it's nice to see me walking around doing it. Not a whole lot else I can say about this in particular, but, you know, it's nice to sit back and look at this old stuff and see where you've been and kind of get an idea of who you used to be. I don't know, it's just strange to me. Like, I still very much identify with this young person I'm seeing. I mean, I still have a sense of that innocence, I think, in me. I try to exude it. Look at those old garbage cans. Like, you don't usually see, like, just, like, garbage cans that look like garbage cans anymore. They're those big recycle things.
Nothing there.
Mom, give me some warmer. Give me warmer. You're colder. You're cold. Oh, you're ice cold. Oh, you're in the Antarctica cold. There's a duck there. I tied a handkerchief around its neck. So anyway, yeah, this is about to wrap up. We never let Wichita go outside. This was like a real weird, this is like a wonderful thing to let her out, just to have a little fun. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. There you are, Dad. Love you. Thanks for raising a weird and wonderful son.